Before you walk away, before you let frustration consume you, take a deep breath. Relationships are complex, emotions are powerful, but wisdom is timeless. If you're thinking about giving up on her, let Stoicism guide you first. This could change everything. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When things don't go your way in love, emotions cloud your judgment. But a Stoic man does not react. He responds. Before making any drastic decision, ask yourself, are you acting out of emotion or wisdom? Many men mistake attachment for love. Seneca taught that we must love while being prepared to lose. Are you clinging to her out of fear of being alone, or do you truly value her presence in your life? If she chooses to stay, let it be from freedom, not force. You cannot control her actions, only your reactions. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. If she is pulling away, do not chase. If she is unsure, do not beg. Stand firm in your self-respect and let her see your strength. If she leaves, let her. If she stays, let her. A Stoic does not force love. He allows it to flow naturally. If this relationship is making you weaker, draining your peace, or pulling you away from your purpose, then perhaps the most Stoic thing you can do is walk away. Not out of spite, but out of wisdom. You've given her your time, your patience, your love, yet something feels off. The texts are slower. The conversations are shorter. The warmth is fading. And now, you're thinking of walking away. But before you do, stop. What if I told you that the key to understanding love isn't in chasing or begging, but in mastering yourself? What if I told you that Stoicism, the philosophy of the strongest minds in history, holds the answer to love and relationships? Stay with me, because this might change everything. What is Stoicism in love? Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them. It's about understanding what is within your control and what isn't. A Stoic man does not beg for love. He does not chase validation. Instead, he becomes the kind of man that people naturally gravitate toward. So, before you walk away from her, ask yourself, am I reacting emotionally or responding rationally? Am I holding on to something that no longer serves me? Am I acting out of fear or out of self-respect? Because sometimes the problem isn't her. It's the way you see yourself. The power of detachment. One of the greatest Stoic lessons in love is detachment. Not in a cold, heartless way, but in the way that frees you. Epictetus once said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In relationships, this means being willing to let go of attachment. Not love, not care, but the need for control. If she is meant for you, she will stay. If she isn't, no amount of chasing will make her love you. So what's the answer? Focus on what you can control. Your emotions, your self-worth, your ability to walk away with dignity. When to fight, and when to let go. There are times to fight for love, and times to let go. A Stoic does not beg for scraps of affection. He does not seek external validation. Ask yourself, does she truly respect me? Am I being valued in this relationship? Am I staying because I choose to, or because I fear being alone? If a woman is making you question your worth, it's time to step back, not in anger, not in bitterness, but in strength. Because a man who knows his worth does not need to prove it. The art of moving forward. Here's the truth. No woman is your source of happiness. No relationship defines your value. Happiness is an inside job. If she chooses to walk away, let her. If she chooses to stay, let her. You just focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Because when you do, love, respect, and attraction will follow. And remember this. You were whole before her. You will be whole after her. That is the Stoic way. You feel it, don't you? That sinking feeling in your chest. the silence that stretches between messages, the way her words don't feel as warm anymore. You've been patient. You've tried to understand. But now, you're wondering, should I just give up on her? Before you decide, hear this. Stoicism teaches us that emotions are like storms, temporary, powerful, but ultimately under our control. The way you handle this moment will define not only your relationship but who you are as a man. Let's break it down. Why you're feeling this way. Love is an investment. You put in time, energy, and emotion. When things start changing, your instinct is to fix it. But the first rule of Stoicism is simple. Focus only on what you can control. Ask yourself, are you reacting emotionally or responding rationally? Are you seeking external validation instead of internal peace? Are you afraid of losing her, or are you afraid of being alone? Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. So let's take back that power. When to walk away, when to hold on. Not every love story is meant to last. But how do you know if it's time to walk away, or if you're just being tested? A Stoic man doesn't make decisions out of fear. He asks himself, does she respect me? Does she still value what we have? Am I holding on because of love or attachment? If she is distancing herself because she is testing your strength, let her. A woman will always respect a man who remains unshaken in his worth. But if she is pulling away because she no longer values the connection, have the courage to let go. Seneca once said, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Walking away from something you wanted is painful, but holding on to something that no longer serves you, that's even worse. The power of absence. Here's a secret about relationships. Distance creates value. If you're constantly available, if you chase, if you seek, you give her no space to miss you. The strongest men don't beg for attention. They create presence through their absence. Step back. Let her wonder. Focus on your mission, your growth, your peace. Let her feel what life is like without you. Because a man who can walk away without fear, that's a man women never forget. The Stoics' ultimate mindset. The Stoics had one rule. Never let external events shake your inner peace. Love is beautiful, but love should never make you weak. It should never make you lose yourself. So before you give up on her, ask yourself, am I leading with strength or desperation? Am I allowing emotions to control my actions? Am I living for her approval or my own truth? If she is the right one, she will see your value. If she is not, then losing her is not a loss. Because a true Stoic man never loses, he only learns. Men, remember this. A man's worth isn't determined by who stays,